Going on YouTube, Dad with a Bike, and today we're in my garage and we're going to test just how patient I am because we're going to adjust and align the belt on the Indian Scout Bobber. So if you are interested in that whole process of adjusting and aligning, stick around and I might make it a little bit easy for y'all when it's time for you guys to align the belt on your bobber. Alrighty y'all, thanks for sticking around. And if you're new to the channel or you're just stopping by, whatever the case may be, do me a solid, hit that subscribe, like thing, and if you want to see more like this, stab that notify, and I'll let you know the next time I upload a video. So in today's video, I'm going to do a little bit of inspection on the bike. I need to put it up on the stand, check my rear tire, check my front tire, make sure I don't need to replace them, whatever. I'm getting ready to go to Oklahoma in a month, so I'm just doing some little routine maintenance when I can. The one thing that I know I need to do is check my belt tension. I think I've done a video of that sometime around, so we're not going to go into great detail on how to check your belt tension, but part of that is me checking the alignment. So in this video, this is going to be more centered around how on earth you actually get the belt aligned, what is the right alignment, and does it really stay that way once you align it? So we're going to dive into that as soon as we put the bike on the jack. So be back in a second. Alrighty guys, so we've got the bike up on the jack. I've already checked the tension on the belt and my tension is good, but I'm kind of obsessed with constantly checking the tension on my belt because I don't know, I want to have long life from the belt, I don't know, but I check it quite often to make sure it's always good. And that's probably something that you might want to think about. So if you are doing the maintenance on your bike and you do a good job at keeping the belt set properly, the likelihood of it getting out of whack or out of alignment is pretty slim to none. So what does good alignment on a belt look like? Well, luckily enough, mine is well aligned. That doesn't mean we're still not going to walk through an instruction on how to get that alignment, but I am going to show you what it actually looks like to be aligned. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a well-aligned belt on the Indian Scout Bobber. And the trick is I hope you can see it. Yeah, you can see some of it there. I'll get you uber close, put some shade on there. So you can see some of the metal teeth of the rear sprocket, if you will, showing on this side. And then if you look over on this side, you see a gap and you can see some of the teeth as well. This is a well-aligned belt. And there's it's a simple trick, but it is tedious to get this aligned properly. So let's walk through what that actually is. Okay, so I'm gonna set this scenario up for you guys since, we're not adjusting the belt. Mine is already well aligned. So we're kind of walk through the scenario. You've got the bike up on a jack. You have the through axles, or the through axle loosened. Okay, so the wheel can slide back and forth freely. Okay, and then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be essentially, let's see if I can scooch over here, using the adjusters on either side to actually get the tension on the belt set properly. Now what I do is when I've just loosened the wheel, and I'll get you behind here so you can kind of see, what I will do is I will grab a hold of the wheel, center myself on it, and I will pull until I've got the wheel fairly well centered, so that I know kind of where it's, like I can look at it right here and I can see that it's pretty well centered. And then I will use a 1/2 inch deep socket, right? And let's see, make sure, yep. There we go. And then I will slide it over here, okay? Now what I do, the reason why I'm using the ratchet on here is pretty simple. When I'm adjusting the tension We're not talking about alignment yet. I'm adjusting the tension. I focus a lot more on this left-hand side than I do the right-hand side. If I get the tension set properly here on this side, I'm going to use this side to focus more on my alignment. So assuming that I've got the wheel pulled way back and it's tight, and I've got it centered, right? I will basically use this socket. I'll align it accordingly, and I'll get it so what I'm doing is I'm making ratcheted quarter turns. Okay, so I've got the ratchet set up here properly. It's parallel to the ground. I will make 1/4 turn. Okay, now when I make a 1/4 turn, I'm going to use my belt tension gauge, and I will go measure the belt to make sure the tension is set properly. Okay, so I do this until I've got the belt tension set properly, then I'm done. I don't mess with that again. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is focus on aligning the belt left to right. Now, aligning the belt left to right is going to be probably 99% this right-hand side. Because what I will do is, same deal. Okay, so I've got it kind of straight up and down. I will make quarter turns. So I'll make 1/4 turn, and then I spin, 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 several rotations. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the belt itself to start drifting left to right. Okay, so I'll take it forward, take it backwards. All right, because what I'm looking for is the belt to start to move. And depending on what I want to do, right, whether or not the belt is too far to the right-hand side of the rear sprocket or too far to the left-hand side of the rear sprocket, I will tighten and loosen this right-hand side accordingly. So if, think of it this way, if I'm tightening it, right, the wheel here is going to start to shift to this side because I'm pulling it closer. The wheel's going to kind of shift this way, and if it starts to kind of shift this way, then what that means is that belt is naturally going to be pulled to the outside. So you can play with this left and right a little bit, but the trick is to do it on this one side. You use this side to get your belt tension where you like it, and then use this side to get it aligned like you like it. So as we can see, that is aligned, and that is all there is to it. It is not complicated, but there's a trick to it. Like I said, right, it's all about using this side over here, the right-hand side, to focus more on the alignment than the left-hand side. If you've got them both pulled tight and they're cinched down, and you've got the tension on your belt set properly, then you should be at a good point where you can just manipulate this one side to manage the alignment of that belt. And that's it. Alrighty, y'all, so hopefully you found that helpful. Hopefully it gave you a little bit of guidance and idea on how to get that belt properly aligned. If you've got any questions on belt alignment or you need any assistance, reach out to me and let me know. Leave a comment. Check in the About section of my YouTube. You'll see my email. Hit me up on email and I will get back to you. You can hit me up on Instagram, and you can also hit me up on Facebook. So I am more than happy to chat with anyone to help with any kind of maintenance issues. I've helped several people that way, and feel free to reach out if you've got any questions, issues, or you need some assistance. And with that, I will bid you adieu. You all have a good one. Y'all be safe, be kind, and peace.